Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm here to bring you guys my SDL Week 2 game against Curse. So this is a draft league game in my draft league called SDL. It is Week 2, I am 0-1, and yeah, let's get into the matchup. Matchup should be in the top right of your screen. Let's do a quick overview of what this matchup is. So my opponent has Zamazenta Crown, which is a huge problem Pokemon. And then from there, surrounded it with a lot of really good utility, like Samurott, Donphan, and Mesprit, along with some other really good breakers like Iron Moth and Thunderous Tea. And then the other Terra Captain is also Frosmoth. So let's look at what I decided to bring here. So we have Big Iron Valiant with Moonblast, Aura Sphere, Psychic, Encore with the booster energy speed. So the idea of this guy is it's going to work hopefully as a late game cleaner if I can get everything weakened. But it can also like double as a red button. If something's setting up, I need to encore it. So yeah, I can do either one of those things. We have Spidef Rotom for the Iron Moth. Pretty simple. Also, just clicking Will-O-Wisp on this team is pretty good in general. We have Subcombined Hoopa. I thought this was a really good bring here. I think it does massive damage to the entire team. I just don't think there's very good switch-ins to the Shadow Ball Focus Blast combination there. I know I'm bringing Focus Blast again after missing a bunch last week, but we got to do what we got to do. Yeah, not much more to it though. Terra Fighting, so we can Terra and do even more damage. SD3 Tex Lando. I think this one just goes crazy. You'll see it pretty much hits everything on my opponent's team. Like, I think it hits everything super effectively, or Earthquake's gonna do a bunch anyway if it doesn't hit super effective. So yeah, I just thought this was an obvious bring. And then we kicked up this Decidueye to hopefully beat a Zamazenta Crown one-on-one with Spirit Shackle, Giga Drain, Haze, and Roost. I don't know if it like can, but hopefully it'll slow it down, maybe get some chip, and we can come in and revenge it with something like Iron Valiant or Lando if it's not set up right. That's the idea anyway. And then we also have Choppleberry Hydreigon with Nasty Plot, 3 attacks. Three attacks. Yeah, we have this guy. Pretty simple. I think it just kind of fucks the squad up. And the Choppleberry obviously is going to help protect me against the Zamazenta. So that is the prep. Let's go ahead and get into the game. Okay, we are here in the battle. It's going to be another post-com this week. I'm sorry for that. But we see my opponent pretty much brings what I would have expected them to bring in prep. We do see no Donphan, which is interesting. I actually didn't even end up bringing Hazards because of the Donphan. Could have brought him, it turns out. No Mesprit, which is interesting. But we do see Frosmoth and Brambleghast over those two. And yeah, I just think that's a little interesting. I think my game plan is relatively simple, though. We just try to use the Decidueye and the Rotom to thwart any possible plans by my opponent, and then we use our big breakers with Lando, Hydreigon, and Hoopa to try to wear down the team so Iron Valiant can sweep late game with its 3-attack booster energy set. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So I lead. Let's get off hyper fast though. Yeah, so I lead straight away with Rotom. I just thought it was a decent lead. I can Volt Switch on everything. You know, I think it led good into Iron Moth, into Zama, into Samurott. It was actually pretty bad into Thunderous, but you know how it goes. And I feel fine into this as well. I just Volt Switch immediately. It does Terra Electric in front of me immediately, and I'm like, all right, what can I threaten this out with? So I go Hoopa. Obviously, Bugbuzz is neutral, so I thought Hoopa is going to eat anything pretty well, and then I can threaten it out just because like Hoopa has huge damage potential. So that was my thought process. So I just sub up immediately in front of its mouth, and then force this thing to Ceaseless Edge me. Obviously it's going to get up the spike, but I just hit a Focus Blast immediately. Thank God I hit, because we know how last week went with me not hitting Focus Blast. But I hit, and the Samurott gets deleted. The Samurott is gone, and I'm like, honestly, that's not bad. Trading one Ceaseless Edge hit for, so they get one spike, and then I lose like 20% on my Hoopa. Honestly, not bad at all. Zamazenta does come out. I immediately go to Decidueye. I'm not fucking with this thing. In retrospect, I wonder if I could have just Terra'd, lived I probably lived Heavy Slam. I was max HP. If I could just Terra, hit the Focus Blast and killed this, right? Like, I wonder if that's a possibility. Regardless, I go to Decidueye. Unfortunate crit right off the bat, but my opponent does body press into me. So I'm able to just get a Roost off, and then we're out of Heavy Slam range from there. And just based on what my opponent is clicking, it does not look like they have setup here, and it does not look like they have crunch. So my Corvair is not doing anything. I wish I was lefties, obviously. But we do have the Zama trapped in here with us. And it reveals Rest, which is crazy. Rest is very, very tough. But at this point, I'm like, okay, we're just going to PP stall here. I'm going to sit here for as long as possible. Because I believe it would have set up already. And obviously we saw Sleep Talk. So we really don't have anything to worry about now. But yeah, at this point, we don't got a lot to worry about. So I'm gonna just hit Haze. There we see it crits me. So we can go back to normal here. But I get off a little bit of chip, and we do see the whole set revealed. So I would say overall, Decidueye did do its job. Of course, I would have liked to see, you know, better chip from Decidueye, but I think Decidueye did do a decent job in just telling us what this Zama is. So I'll take that, and obviously the other mons I have on my team I think are a lot more useful anyway. So I go big Landorus here, and I immediately set up a Source Dance in front of the Zamazenta, because from its set, I know that with the Intimidate off, I don't really think this mon can touch me. So I just Swords Dance with Landorus immediately. And then I feel like I'm in a really good spot. I just crunch, kill the Brambleghast, no problem. And from here, I'm like, wow, I'm in a really, really good spot. Because I kill everything, and nothing kills me. Because, like, the Iron Moth was literally the only option. Obviously, the Frosmoth can hit me with, like, an Ice Beam. But it's going to get destroyed by Earthquake because it's Terra'd now. So I'm able to eat that hit, also kill the Iron Moth for really nothing there. And then I think I'm out of range from the Zamazenta, and I am, so I Earthquake, and I also killed the Zamazenta. So Landorus just had a, where the fuck is my mouse? Landorus just had a really, really sweet little, I don't know, mini sweep, little big breaking there in the middle of the game. And Thundurus is going to come in and kill it after that, thanks to its faster speed. But yeah, Landorus just popped off for us, so that is huge. Huge. I go Hydreigon, and here's where things start to go downhill, right? I Dark Pulse that as this thing Nasty Pulse in my mouth. And I'm like, okay, this isn't great. So I sack Hoopa, except Hoopa didn't die. Hoopa got paralyzed, and it's still alive. So this is not looking great for me, as I see the Frosmoth comes out on me, right? And I'm at 16% and I'm paralyzed. So I can Calm Mind, but it's really not going to matter because I'm at 16%. So I can't threaten that really anymore. And I obviously can't sub. I'm at 16%. So I feel like I'm in a really bad spot. Also, I'm paralyzed, so I don't even like really want to attack. So yeah, I'm in a really shitty spot. So I go Iron Valiant because I know the Quiver Dance is coming out. So I'm going to Encore it. And after I Encore it, I realize, oh fuck, I don't have a lot to hit this with. So I go Hydreigon. Honestly, I think that was the wrong play because I believe I still have my Terra on my Valiant. I think I should just Terra and stayed in and just tried to keep attacking it and hopefully do as much damage as possible. Because you see now, as I put in the chat there, I've lost, and I have. The game is over. Because even after the Encore, I don't have a way to do enough damage. And that is unfortunately how it goes. Nothing I can do about it now. Everything's slower. And see, now I Terra. Obviously, it doesn't matter. Iron Valiant gets deleted. And the Hoopa will get deleted shortly after. It does end up being a close game, so I'm lucky in that sense, because I literally brought nothing to check this Frosmoth. So I am lucky in that sense that it did get to be a relatively close game. Okay, we only did it once that time, so shout out to the replays this time. But yeah, I am relatively lucky that the game ended up being that close when I brought absolutely nothing for the Frosmoth anyway, so we'll take that. Yeah, I think that's all I got though. Make sure you like the video if you'd like it and subscribe for more Draft League games. I'm definitely going to try to bring at least one a week for you guys. So, yeah, that's all I got. Catch you guys.